We need to talk. So in my last video, guys, we talked about how I love video games. I gave you a brief idea of who I am, and I kept making emphasis on video games and how they've really inspired me as a person and as a potential YouTuber trying to grow this channel and grow the culture. And I'm chilling, doing my thing. I just had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know, that's not what we call it in South Africa. Especially as Zulus, we say ujamu, which is not the topic. I'm chilling here doing my thing, and I'm watching Twitch streams, you know, and all these other gaming related contents online. And then it hit me. What the heck happened to the Verge? We grew up in a time, especially me when I was young, back in high school during 2008 to 2012. Gaming was so new, and I just learned that, you know what, there's so much more to video games than playing Tekken or FIFA or racing games. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with those genres. If you enjoy it, do you know, be passionate about it. But I started discovering a whole lot more into gaming, and there was a channel. At first it was called Go or something on DSTV, which is a South African broadcasting network where they offer different types of shows and content, and it's ran by Emmet, who produced these shows. And there was one show in particular that played on this Go channel called The Verge. This Verge show was hosted by Pipa Shabalala.
Hi there, gaming nerds. I'm Pipa, and welcome to a Wednesday episode of The Verge.
And she was a university teacher. I think she majored in some art degree or gaming degree. Like, it was very influential, you know, and groundbreaking. You know, a whole female as a face of a community that I thought only existed amongst men. And I was inspired. I was excited, man. The intro was fire. That was cool, man. It felt like you were part of something. It was beautiful. We enjoyed it. It just died out, you know, from the gaming reviews. Bro, we missed The Verge, and we really miss seeing people's face and other people like that who are so passionate about video games. You could tell it wasn't a facade. You could tell it wasn't scripted. You know, I wouldn't know what happens on set or on major broadcasting channels and what they do to prepare for shows like that, but there was a connection. And that's what I really wish to achieve with you guys, especially with this channel, because I felt like it helped. Everything was so cool about it. Yes, it became a tad bit slow as it got traction, as it got popular, because now we started getting hosts we didn't know they were related to gaming. And I'm not trying to throw any shade. You don't see somebody as a gamer just by how they behave or look. But it was quite a shocker seeing these people, musicians or quite artists, talk about video games, but not only that, they talking about the mundane everyday stuff like fighting games or FIFA.
So yeah, man, let's see how it goes. And I think I'm gonna come up tops. Well, I don't think. It's going down. The game off to end all game offs. Pippa?
Over-enthusiastic.
Over-enthusiastic game off. Yeah, it's the game off.
Bruh. He's convinced he's gonna beat me.
Yeah.
And I remember my family didn't understand what I saw in these shows, but it didn't stop them from encouraging me to watch it, because they saw, man, I'm dedicated to this stuff. And that show was amazing. We got gaming reviews before I even understood what the heck was a review, dude. I was young and just started high school. Man, it was cool. And in South Africa, the culture is quite hard to keep up to date with what's happening or what's what. As it is, I'm still learning. I'm trying to learn, and I'm hoping to achieve that with you. So you let me know in the comment section what's what or what's what, and what to learn and find out about gaming. It never stops growing. Gaming is such a beautiful thing that you always think, you know what, it's reached its pinnacle or peak, but there's so much more into that. With my knowledge, I thought, okay, this makes me a pro gamer. I chilled with my friends in Cape Town for a couple of times with this baby brother, and they dedicated gamers. Shout out to you guys, you know yourselves. It's just pure bliss, you know. They introduced me to Angry Joe. I didn't know about Angry Joe, and it's part of how I got influenced into making videos for YouTube. But it's not the main important thing. The important thing that it was well executed, well written, if I were to say, but it felt natural and it was very influential. It helped, you know, it had its purpose. Maybe because of TV, people were making the numbers or the sales, but we didn't deserve to have it disappear in our lives the way it did. You know, I remember I was so fascinated by this show. I added the actual host on Facebook, and it was a private account, and I'll be like in her DMs, and she'll politely tell me, please dude, back up, invite me on this page or a fan page. This is my personal account. But that's how dedicated I was, and how it died out as soon as the channel changed from Go to Vuzu. I don't understand the transition or how it happened. You know, its content really started dying out, and it started being more commercialized and lose that sense of it being a community and being its own thing, because it was very unique and it was very interesting, and you looked forward to watching a new episode of The Verge, and you started getting way lesser and lesser episodes and more irrelevant specials and hosts hosting the stuff. It made no sense. So we need to know what happened to The Verge and who's trying to make something like The Verge. Shout out, they got a new gaming dedicated channel on SuperSport right now, which is cool, but it's tough for us to relate. It's guys in the UK, you know, you can't really relate because we already understand, you know what, in the Western areas or in Europe, they are more developed than us. You know, it was easier for us as Africans to watch another African create content based on something we're passionate about, and it was just easier. And it's really sad how the show died out, and without any kind of a explanation or a goodbye message, because the show had its impact. And I know it's too late now for the show to come back on screens. Even if it did, you know, probably won't make any sense, you know, since everything is online, especially in terms of gaming. But man, that was beautiful, and it's so sad how it played out. And I really hope something, or we get to see Pipa again. You know, she disappeared off the face of the internet and social media in terms of South Africa, and it was really weird. I'm using a shit right now to cool myself because I'm shit. Get that joke. But for real, guys, that's it for this video. You know, I just really felt like I need to vent this out, and maybe some of you are also concerned or asked yourself what did really happen to that show. And if there's anything you'd like to add or tell me about, please feel free to comment in the comment section. Write down anything, guys. Be mean, do whatever you gotta do, as long as I get to be better so you can get better content. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Ring that bell, you know, tell other guys, share my videos and tell me how to get better. Thank you so much. Ooh-wee. Hey.
I'm sorry. I have to go.
I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no hoe. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no killer, but don't push me.